So hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is Mel's Gaming here with another The Hunter Call of the Wild video. Now this video is going to be a selection of highlight clips from about the past week or so. Now of course you guys will know I have recently had early access to Way of the Hunter, so I've had to be making a lot of content on that, and I haven't been on Call of the Wild quite as much in the past sort of week or so, but I still have managed to get on a few times and get some really nice trophies, including this beautiful 9 legendary links. Now, I've only ever seen a couple of legendary links ever, so I was super excited when I saw this one actually running past me. And it's just gone nervous there, so we're just going to wait and hopefully I'll be able to get it to go alert and then be able to actually get a decent shot on it here with the 243. Now, it didn't go alert there, so I was kind of worrying that this one might be a bit of a smaller one, but finally I did actually manage to get it to go alert there, and as soon as I feel comfortable with the shot, I take it, and it's going down nice and quickly, so I was pretty confident I should have hit a vital there. The shot, I wasn't entirely sure where it had gone, but it looked like it went down plenty quick enough, and sure enough, I could see vital blood on the ground. Now, this guy does end up being a diamond, again another small one at 27.80. All of my diamond links have barely been over the diamond requirement, and I've been quite lucky that they have actually all made diamond rather than trolled. I haven't had a single troll links yet, but I was kind of worried that this was going to be a troll just by the fact it didn't go alert super quickly, so I was really happy that this one also just made diamond. And just such a beautiful looking animal, and in that kind of aggressive, sort of growly looking pose, they just look really, really cool. Now, I have definitely seen more level 9 links being posted and more level 9 links myself since Revontuli came out, but these are still quite a rare thing to find, so super, super happy with this. Always a pleasure to actually find level 9 links and, you know, get a diamond links and be able to put it in the lodge. It took me so long to get a diamond links, and I never get tired of seeing that 9 legendary pop up when I do spot one. Now, moving on to something a little bit different, here we have a rare willow ptarmigan. Now, this is a white colour female, which is actually a rare for the willow ptarmigan, and actually for the rock ptarmigan as well. If you find one with a white plumage type, male or female, they are a rare, and I was actually really pleased to get this because I'd had 2 male white willow ptarmigan, but I actually hadn't had a female, and it's quite nice to get the male and females of certain rares, just to be able to compare them. And I noticed that this female seemed to have sort of some more beigey colours in the feathers than I thought the male white colours did, so that's going to be really interesting to actually compare in the lodge. Now, I did actually manage to get it out of the air with the 22, but unfortunately it had just barely begun the landing animation, and unfortunately once a bird is in that landing animation, if it is one of the ones that requires you to shoot them in the air to get the score, which would be the ptarmigan species and of course the pheasants, if they start that landing animation it is going to count them as grounded, unfortunately, so no score on this one, but it was only a very small female, being a 1 trivial, so I'm just more happy to have actually gotten the rare, and I'll be able to put her in the trophy lodge next to the males and actually have a nice comparison basically between what the white colour rare looks like between the males and the females, for the willow ptarmigan at least, and hopefully I'll be able to do that eventually with the rock ptarmigan too. Now, moving on to another 9 legendary, and once again I have had really good luck with finding some very nice sized raccoon dogs. Now, as you will have just seen, this was another 9, and I was really, really excited to see another 9 legendary raccoon dog. These guys are really, really cool, and I really would like to find an albino and a piebald, but seeing the 9 legendary pop up, I just find it so exciting for these. Now, once again, this is an animal that just barely clutches diamond at 9.30 when 9.29 is diamond requirement, so really just barely over that requirement. This is another black-white diamond raccoon dog, which my first diamond raccoon dog was a black-white fur type as well. I really do like this fur type. It's very, very beautiful. The way that the different tones actually mix in the fur, I think is so well done. Really, really gorgeous. And the models for these guys is just stunning as well. I can only imagine getting something like a super rare for one of these guys. I think it would be incredible. Now, a couple of nights ago, I had this encounter. As I was running down the road, keeping an eye out for ptarmigan and hares mostly, as I'm still looking for a diamond mountain hare, I actually saw a 9 legendary raccoon dog walking up the side of the road there, and he actually went to rest. Now, very high score estimate of 9 to 10, so I was hoping this would be another diamond, and I was hoping that maybe it could be a max score, seeing as it did have that score going up to 10, and max score for these guys is 10. So, managed to get a shot while he was sat down, which is something I thought would be quite cool, as all of my other raccoon dogs I've taken whilst they've been standing up, and it's always just cool to get a different pose in the harvest screen. And as you can see, nice lung shot there, brought him down perfectly, got the vital check, and this guy is a max weight at 10 kgs, but unfortunately doesn't quite make max score. He is 9.90, which makes him my biggest diamond raccoon dog by far, but unfortunately not quite that max score that I was hoping for. But I'm not going to complain. This is an absolute monster diamond raccoon dog. Super, super happy with it. It is the grey fur type, and it's just funny to me that I've only had grey and black-white diamond raccoon dogs, because the most common fur type I see for these guys by far is the light brown, and I'd love to get a light brown diamond just for a bit more variety for the trophy lodge, but I just seem to get grey and black-white diamonds, so yeah, hopefully eventually I'll be able to find a light brown to go with these guys in the trophy lodge. But like I said, super, super happy with this. I was really, really stoked. You know, that's a really, really big diamond, and even though he's not quite max score, I bet in the trophy lodge he's even bigger, because of course that last decimal place is always rounded to 0, so he could be 9.99 scoring. So I'll have to take a look in the trophy lodge and see what his exact scoring was, but I bet he's even closer to max score than is actually displayed there. Either way, really cool trophy, super happy with that. I seem to be really lucky with finding the level 9 raccoon dogs, and yeah, I will never complain. I think they're really, really cool. Now, talking of max scoring animals, I got really lucky here. So in my last video, I showed you guys my first ever diamond Eurasian Wigeon. That will have been in my last trophy compilation. I said that it wasn't the plumage type that is my favourite for the common plumage types for these guys. Well, I ended up spotting a level 3 in multiplayer that was my favourite common plumage type for these guys, which is the grey. He had a huge score estimate. I waited for ages for him to come back and land because I saw him going overhead, and he's a max weight, max score. How cool is that? After saying in my last video I really would love to get a diamond grey plumage type, because I just love this plumage type. I think it looks so pretty. You have the really vibrant red, sort of rusty red colour on the chest and on the head, and then the sort of yellow patch going over the top of the head and the back of the head, and then you've got the green in the wing feathers. I just think this plumage type looks so, so nice. And to get one finally, and for it to be a max, I can't believe that. The last diamond I had, which is the only other diamond I have for these guys, was the brown plumage type, and it was very close to being a max, but now I actually do have a max scoring one. I can't believe it. I was so incredibly happy about this. Like I said, I sat here for ages waiting for this bird to come back, and it was really stressful because I didn't know if he was ever going to come back. You see a bird go overhead in multiplayer and it's crossing your fingers that everything works out, that it doesn't go somewhere else and get shot in the meantime. I was just so relieved to get that bird down, and he was so close to me. It was so cool. I didn't even know he was there until he gave the warning call. That was just an awesome experience. Now, sticking with diamond ducks, I did end up getting yet another diamond light green Eurasian teal. Always happy to find these guys. They are so incredibly beautiful. That green is just stunning. Like, these are just beautiful. They're going to fill the trophy lodge so nicely. I'm always happy to see a level 3 for these guys. Luckily, I haven't been trolled yet, and I'm just happy to keep putting more and more diamonds of these into the trophy lodge, because they are just awesome in my opinion. Now, moving on to something else that happened, again regarding Eurasian Wigeon. I have been looking for rares really, really hard, actually, in multiplayer for rare ducks, and I was super excited to see this little beauty coming into land. I had seen a couple of these posted. They seem really quite rare. That's a Leucistic female Eurasian Wigeon. Now, I actually specifically wanted to get a female as well as, of course, eventually getting a male, but the female Leucistics, I think they are just so incredibly stunning with the coloration that they have. And when I saw her flying in, I was like, no way, finally a rare Eurasian Wigeon. This is my first rare for this species, and it's an absolute beauty. Just look at this bird. What a little stunner. You've got the sort of orangey and almost sort of peachy tones in those feathers, and then you've got some of the darker wing feathers that just help to highlight the way those kind of light, almost pastel type orange and, like I said, almost peach tones mix in with the white. Just a really gorgeous looking rare, I think. And I have seen pictures of the Leucistic males as well, and they are really cool, and I'd love to get one so that I could have sort of the pair of Leucistics. But this was basically the one I wanted the most. I think they just look so pretty. Such a, I don't know how to say it, but like a delicate looking rare. Just beautiful looking. I think it's just absolutely gorgeous, and I was so excited to actually be able to record this and share it with you guys, because yeah, I think these are really beautiful, and I think because it's a female rare, they might go a bit underappreciated, as a lot of female rares often do, but they are a league of their own in terms of beauty, even compared to the Leucistic males, I think. So yeah, super excited about that one. Now, this was another rare bird that I was so excited to see flying in, and unfortunately I don't have a clip of me actually shooting this because my recording software messed up once again, and as soon as I saw this bird come in, I shot it because I didn't want anything to go wrong, and then I looked in the corner and saw that my recording software wasn't going, and I just nearly about cried because I was like, no way, this is one of the rarer things that you can find from what I've seen for the waterfowl species, and I don't have the clip of me actually shooting it. He landed in front of me, I took him as quickly as possible through the neck with the 22, and yeah, as I was going to pick him up, just double checked the recording and it wasn't there, so I'm so sorry that I don't actually have a clip of me shooting this guy, but I knew straight away as it came into land what it was, an albino male tufted duck, and he made gold as well. Just an incredible looking rare. The purple sort of colour eyes on this, they just look incredible. Just, again, an amazing job by EW on making these so beautiful. The rares and diamonds of especially the new waterfowl species are just top tier. And this was one I really wanted to find. I hope I can get another one at some point and actually get the full clip for you guys. I'm, again, just so sorry that I didn't have that full clip. But you guys said that you still wanted to see what it was that I had gotten when I asked in the Discord. So it is still in this video, and it's still a huge highlight for me. And hopefully you guys could see the beauty of that bird, even still without the shot. Yeah, just an incredible looking rare, and definitely one that, you know, I'm super happy to put in the trophy lodge either way. So either way, I'm still really happy with that, but again, apologies that there's no footage of the actual shot. Now, to finish this video off, I had something else pretty cool happen. I only had a couple of diamonds left that I needed on Revontuli, one being the mountain hare, and the other being the grey lag goose. Now, I came to this spot, which is one of my favourite spots to actually look for grey lag geese flying overhead. This was, again, in multiplayer, and I come to this spot, I watch the flocks flying over, and I see if there's any high levels. Now, I hadn't seen anything above a level 4 for a grey lag goose until I came into this session and spawned at that outpost after a day's worth of recording already. Spawned in at that outpost, walked out, and in practically the first flock I spotted, there's a level 5. My heart started racing because, again, it's knowing whether these birds are going to come back and actually come into land once you've set up decoys and everything to try and draw them back in. This guy came in really quickly. I think it was within 2 or 3 minutes of me setting up the decoys, so I don't think they'd actually flown far. Actually, sort of after I'd spotted him and in between me setting up the decoys, and thankfully I didn't have to sit there panicking for too long before I managed to get a shot at him with the shotgun and bring him down nice and quickly. Now, I knew this was the brown plumage type. I do kind of prefer the grey plumage type, but again, nowhere near, you know, complaint at all. This is still a really cool diamond, and like I said, one that I needed to actually go back to having every diamond in the game. So now the only diamond I need is the mountain hare. And I almost didn't think it was going to be the mountain hare. I found a decent number of max weight tracks, but they've all been level 2s that have been too small to even get close to making diamond. So yeah, kind of surprised that it's going to be the mountain hare, but we're going to have to go and really look for one, or even maybe do a grind on Revontuli for one, which I think will be interesting. But this is not just any diamond goose either, it's a pretty good size one at 3.90, and I'm so, like, I just can't believe, again, how lucky I got with it coming in so quickly. No hassle at all, and just, yeah, such a relief, because again, in multiplayer, so many weird things can happen. You can have a hacker join the session and just ruin your experience. You can get disconnected, you can get kicked, the host can leave the session, and things can go wrong. Then there's 101 things that can go wrong. And it's a bit different when you have an animal that's on the ground and you can sort of control things a little bit more in terms of how you track them and stuff. When it's a bird that's flying above you, you've got almost no control, and you have to just hope that things go right. And I'm just so grateful that things in this case did go right, and I managed to bag this absolutely gorgeous diamond. But that is going to be it for this video, guys. Like I said, not quite as much footage in this video, but hopefully there will be more in the next one. I have been so incredibly busy in the past week or so, and there's still a couple of trophies in here that I was, well, actually all of them, that I was super excited to share with you guys. I just wanted to get this out, and I've just been so incredibly busy with recording, and with the heat wave that we had, it was awful, and trying to record anything was so difficult. And I've been sitting on trying to get this video done and recorded for a little while, so I'm super glad that I can finally now record it and share it with you guys, and hopefully it's been enjoyable to see some of these gorgeous rares and diamonds. I'm super happy with getting these, as I said, really thrilled and really grateful. But that is going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching and for all your support as always. It really does mean just absolutely the world to me, and yeah, I'm super grateful for all of it. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.